And we are back live here with SlycemGaming tonight. I got FroJo, I've got Chid, I've got Schaefer, part of that SGA1 team. My Officer Corps minus Graphics, who is out. He's been in and out with some health issues, unfortunately. So tonight, this is what you get. You get the four of us. We're going to be taking a look at some champions. And what are we looking at? We are looking at Science champions all over again. We did a ranking system back last summer, I guess, end of summer. And so now we're going to be taking a look at it again. So much has changed. Our knowledge of champions has changed. What we see about them, what we like about them. All this is totally different now. And so we're going to take a look at a couple different classes one at a time. And we're going to change the way we did it. Or do it, I should say. So there's going to be some changes. FroJo has been working on this formula all day. So I'm going to let FroJo take over, explain what he expects from you guys as viewers, and what we're going to be doing going forward. So let's have some fun, rank some champions, and have ourselves a great night. Go ahead, FroJo.
Well, first off, we're going to go through the 20 Science champions that are currently in the game. All of them but Void. Void's not in the game yet, so we don't know a whole lot about Void as a whole, but all the other champions we have an idea of. Even Sentry, Chid has Sentry, so Chid's gonna be able to tell us a little bit about him and how he works and how much he really sucks and everything like that. We're gonna start with alphabetical order, Abomination through Yellow Jacket, and basically 1 is the lowest ranking you can give a character, and then 10 is the highest. 10 means they are perfect, they are amazing. You can't do wrong. Like, you could do everything in the game with them. That's what 10 means. 10 means they do everything that you need them to do. And 5 is like average, basically. And we're gonna talk about each champion a little bit and why we rank them, what we rank them. Some champions we might blow straight through because it's pretty just straightforward. They're garbage. There's not much else to say. If they're great, we're gonna say why they're great and so forth. And Slycem is gonna post a link for the poll that is also on your screen, where you guys can vote along with us. Either you can go straight through it, every question, and do it ahead of time, or as we go through this video, you can vote as we go, or you can just do the whole thing. We're gonna leave it open for 24, 48 hours, and then we're gonna come back. What do you want to do, Slice? You want to come back and do a final total, or how you want to do that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it up 24, 48 hours. How long?
Monday. You know, it'd be good. We could do. Let's do it Wednesday. Yeah. So we'll
Wednesday?
do 48 hours.
All right. So we'll leave it up till like Wednesday, 10 p.m. when Slycem normally comes back on.
Yep.
All right. So that's what we're doing. Drop that link, Slice, and you're up first for Abomination here.
Woo, A-bomb.
All right, guys. So that link right there is the one you can go to. Click on it, and you can start voting on this, and it should update. I may have to hit refresh on the page, but no big deal.
All right, well, let's take a look at A-bomb. It looks like that's going to be our first champion here.
They're saying it's not working.
Let me click it. Let's see.
It says URL is not working. It says URL is not found.
Didn't work.
Jed.
Good. That was
Shit.
the whole thing. Yeah, I'm here.
Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Let me try. Get a shot.
Maybe.
Did you now use the red link?
It doesn't look complete. Oh, somebody voted just now.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody just voted, so it's working for some people.
Flower says it worked. You might
That's the link.
try copy and pasting it, guys, if you need to. There's the link as well.
There's no trade anything. That's copy pasted.
Yep. Guys, sometimes when we did them before, you had to click it twice. So if it doesn't work the first time, try again. Anyway, so let's take a look at Abomination. Interesting.
Yeah, it's saying not found for me either.
It's working for me. That is weird.
Not working for me.
That is crazy.
Alright. Mojo says I'm getting some serious lag. Shouldn't be. All right, so says still isn't working, not found.
Let me try this link.
That's odd. Yeah, mine didn't work.
How did it work for one person?
Lost connection. What?
Jesus.
Maybe too
Jay.
many people opening it or something.
We'll try to get that one reloaded here in a second. Chid, you may have to. There's a button to have it reloaded as well. So, all right. In the meantime, while we get the link working, let's go ahead and take a look at Abomination. Abomination here, basically, to me, there is not a whole lot here. Look, you can use him for poison immune. You can put him on defense. Maybe if it's all blacked out and try to catch somebody at the right time. But all in all, there's not much here. Since he's got a little bit of serviceability here, I'll go ahead and throw him up as a 3. Chid, what's your thoughts here on A-Bomb? Abomination. So I don't get in trouble for calling him A-Bomb when there is a different champion or a different character out there, technically. But go on.
Abomination only available as a 4-star. Yeah, I would say 4. Yeah. Give him some credit. Because I don't have him.
Ugh.
He may be.
Fair enough, I reckon. FroJo, what's your thoughts here on
I'm definitely giving Abomination a. Wait, would you give it real quick, Slycem? I was trying to get the.
I'm gonna give him a 3.
And then Chid, you gave him what?
4.
4. I'm giving him a 2. He doesn't have anything. He's poison immune. And he gives off poison. He's not very strong. He doesn't have many uses in the game. I'm definitely not about him.
Yep. Jacob?
Schaefer.
I am going to give him the middle of the road 5
Oh,
because he has decent damage with his hits. He's got Fury. He has poison for damage over time to add on to that. And he's got good synergies. He's got an attack synergy. He's got crit synergies. Defense, he can catch people off guard if stupid war was actually blanked. And yeah.
Shocked that he was that high, but okay. And when the popular vote will stay empty, guys, we'll get the poll up and running. If we don't get that one working, check back on Twitter or on our website. We will have a link and a way for you guys to vote. So don't worry. We'll make sure it gets up and running one way or another.
All right, so next up we got Ant-Man. Chid, you can go first.
Ant-Man. Without Doc Ock energy, 6.
Chid putting a big 6. So you're saying Ant-Man is above average. All right.
Yeah, with that Doc Ock energy. Apart from that,
I'm
5.
also gonna give this guy. I'm gonna give this guy a 3. He's not any good, other than a synergy that you may use for him. Otherwise, you're not. I mean, 1 out of 30 people in the alliance, maybe 3 people in the alliance use it. Yeah, nothing. 3.
Yep. Jacob?
5 again. The synergy for defense makes him somewhat better, and then the fact that his fatigue now works against Mordo, meaning he can be used for offense. So they've added a little more to bump him up a little bit.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna go with FroJo here. I still think he's still a 3. He's a synergy champ. You can use him for synergy purposes. I didn't think about the fact that you can use him now for Mordo. That's a very valid point, but you're still not taking him for Mordo because you're going to take 200 million hits to get him down. He does have poison. He's got fatigue. The glancing blows can save your life. There's the synergy with Doc Ock. But at the end of the day, still, he's nothing more than a nuisance in the game more than anything. And for that, I'll go ahead and give him a 3.
All right. So, few middle of the road. Next up, we got Captain America. Regular Captain America. Me, I'm up first. I'm gonna give this guy. This is the first guy that's on here that's like above average just a little bit. I'm gonna give him a 6. His block frequency is great. That's the main thing about him. And he doesn't have any damage over time. His prestige isn't good. He's useful for a few things on attack, like on Juggernauts. He can withstand a lot of damage, but still, you're not going to use him very much. Him being usable is getting less and less.
Jacob?
Oh, I thought he was still good going to go. Good old Cat gets a 7 from me. He is a champ that, if you don't have many options, you can take him into the harder quests and not worry about taking punches like while blocking or anything like that. He can take Mordos easily. Any other fight in AW, really, he can do pretty good. Yeah, his damage output isn't that great, but it's not bad either. So, gets a 7.
Wow.
I guess you didn't do a page for regular Cap on the poll. I don't see him.
Right.
Tisk.
Yep. Number
Other
1.
things, those names were like brackets.
All right.
Yep. All right. I'm up on OG Cap here. I'm gonna go with a 5. Now you know what? We'll stick with a 6 here. He's a little above average. And here's why I say that. Captain America is the beginner player's best friend. He allows you to take on content you probably normally wouldn't because of his blocking abilities. His damage is not amazing, but it's like, that constant, it's that turtle, he's going to win the race. It takes you a little while, but he's going to get you where you need to go. And because of that, he's super handy. You can still clear content. He's still viable for a lot of fights. It's just a sad thing that he doesn't have better damage. If he had better damage, this could be a great champion overall. Not to mention, you still got the stun. So yeah, there's some control there as well. So yeah, I'll give him a 6.
All right, Chid.
Yeah, it's a 6 for me too.
All right, next up is Jacob for World War II Cap.
8. He is slightly above OG Cap due to his bleed. And I think his signature ability is better since it's based on buffs and not how low of health he has.
Okay. I guess that puts me up. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go with a 6. I gave OG Cap a 6. Like, if I could, OG Cap is like, I'm squeaking in at a 6. Where World War II Cap is like, I'm almost a 7 if I could just be a little bit better. Again, you get the better block. It's not based on health, it's based on buffs. And then on top of it, the other side of the coin is he's got a little bit more damage because of the L2. So now we've got a little more damage that we won out of the original Captain America. So for me, a little more damage, better blocking system, close to a 7, but I'm still going to give him a 6.
All right, so slice him with a 6. Chid, you're up.
This one I give an 8 too.
You give him an 8. That's it.
No, I'll give him an 8 because really, such as
She got interrupted. Go ahead, FroJo.
All right, so I'm gonna give him a 7. He's slightly better than regular Cap. He does the bleed, all that stuff. It's not too much more onto everything else. All right, so next up we got Electro, and I don't remember who's first.
I am. I'm back up.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yep. Electro. Wow. I'm gonna give him a 4. Glass cannon, tons of damage, or the ability to have a ton of damage. Good solid stun on the L1. Defending wise, he is a great stepping stone in defense. You can put him out there, especially now that the defense, our Alliance War, is more skill based. It makes him difficult to deal with. You know, you're gonna take some guaranteed damage. And for me, that's valuable. You know, you want to knock people down. You want to make them work for the kills. And one slip up, one accident, and Electro can walk away with the kill. So, for that reason alone, I'm going to give him that 4.
So Slycem with a 4. Chid, what you got for Electro? Are you gone?
Now I'm free now. Honestly, I give him a 4 because I have used him in hard content, and although he survived, the blocked hits were just too much, but he still did a lot of damage, especially on the power shield maps and flare.
All right, so I'm gonna give him a 5, and I'm gonna give him a 5 because we've seen, you know, some OG legends beat some very difficult content by just getting hit. Yeah, it takes a while, but it's possible. It's something. If you can't clear something, you could just take hits and you can win. If you got the money, if you got the cash, if you can spend, if you got the well status, you could do it that way. So I'm gonna go 1 notch above 4. I'm gonna say he's right at average. He does have good damage. He is a glass cannon. He has high output, and he racks up some kills on defense too. Here, still, even in we're in tier 2, and I'm seeing kills in BG1 with Electro, both Electros that we're running. And so far on Electro on the poll, we got 1, 4, and 1, 5. So people are able to get in. I should maybe post the link on Line app and see in the SlycemGaming YouTube squad. See if people can get in that way. And Jacob, you're up.
Shoot. What do I want to give him? I gotta look at his stun chance real quick.
Okay. Slycem, you want to say anything? You want to run an ad?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. You get the 6 from me.
All right, Jacob's gonna give him a 6.
I was gonna say he's a hard-hitting champ, which matters to me, kinda. Don't get hit. It's not that hard. His specials, they can do some serious damage when you have the crit on them, his special 2 especially, and then once you get that stun, it's a long stun, that's even more damage. So he's not a terrible option.
Quick, I posted the. I'm checking this still, and it shows that it works. But hopefully, it works for everyone else. It's on the YouTube line chat.
Okay, so it's on the YouTube line chat?
Yeah.
It worked from there for me.
All right, guys. So it looks like it's working for people from the YouTube line chat. So if you guys want to head over to the SlycemGaming chat room, you can get it that way.
DMR is saying the link is now working. Just click on it.
Well, maybe it just took a minute. Yeah, we're starting to see some poll votes come in here for Electro. We got 2 on 5, 1 on 3, 1 on 4. All right.
TMR says click it and then backspace 1 time.
Oh, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe it's putting an extra thing in there. All right, so next up we got the incredible Hulk.
Dum, dum.
Yeah, I just got another 3 on Electro right now. All right, so Hulk's up. Let me put him up here on the screen as well. And it's Chid, you're up.
Hulk. Yeesh, this guy. I'm not really a fan of champs that you have to get to low health to really see their main out. But at the same time, you don't necessarily have to like get hit just to do it. So I'm gonna give him a 5, honestly.
A 5.
Mm-hmm.
A champion that can beat Labyrinth of Legends. You're gonna give an average rating to?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. I've given this guy an 8. He's a power hitter. He's poison immune. He's got somewhat decent synergies. He can get the stun locks in. He went from one of the worst science champs to one of the best science champs. I don't know what Chid is on. The Hulk is definitely not average. And you guys on the poll are already agreeing with me. We got two 8s and 2 9s. So Jacob, go ahead, man.
He gets an 8 from me. The only reason he's not higher is he just lacks something. I don't know what it is, but he just lacks something.
Is that called
stop him from being?
Is that called the legacy effect? Just lacking a little something.
Someone's shade right now. Oh
But,
man.
Maybe it's just I expect him to do more damage, but
That's why.
still he has still great damage and can stun lock, so, and poison immune.
All right. So Hulk, man, you know I think I'm gonna go an 8. It's super close. I'm between a 7 and an 8. The one thing that hits Hulk for me when we're talking about ranking and all throughout the game is prestige. To me, that is one thing
he's lower on that.
That the one thing that really hurts him. And there's kind of like this tipping point with him. We saw it with Brian Grant ranking him down, I believe, and a couple other people talk. And the dilemma that you run into is that the scaling of damage. He's already doing such good damage at that rank 3 that you don't really have to have him as a rank 4, which is great because he's not going to help your prestige. So it gives you that chance to really take someone else up. So for me, I'm going to put him as an 8, but man, that's a low 8 for me. It's really close to a 7, but we'll give him the 8 because he is good. He's a great champ, and if you got him, you shouldn't shy away from using him. Poison immune, heavy hitter. You can take him on quest. The more he gets hit, the more block damage he takes. The better he's going to get. So.
All right, real quick before we move on to the next character, we have the poll must be working now because it's moving. We got 2 7s, 6 8s, and 4 9s. So guys, thank you so much for voting along with us. I'm glad that it's starting to work. Chid, last chance to change it from a 5, bro. Last chance.
Now bring the 8.
So now you're saying 8.
No, I said bring the hate.
He said bring the hate.
Oh, bring the hate. I thought you said bring the 8. I was like, okay, Chid. All right, Chid. All right, I got you.
Yeah, we were praying that's what you said, but okay.
Right. Okay, we're going to move on to Joe Fixit then. A couple more 9s just jumped in. All right, let's move to Joe Fixit. And I'm up. I'm giving this guy. I'm giving him a 2. He's got nothing going for him. You know what? I mean, it's a 1. It's a 1. I almost wanted to give him a 2 because he does do bleeds, he does do heal, but it's so weak on everything. The bleed can rack up, but everything else, I gotta give him 1. I gotta give him 1. Jake, you're up.
I'm gonna have to give him a 3.
A 3. I need some explanation.
Okay. So he has me 2 good, whatever they're called, fates or whatever. And that's the one, what's it called? Whatever one's like the crit one, I think there's a crit one. And then
The
rage one or something.
Yeah.
And then his special 2, stun, it's pretty good. And special 1, bleed, can be good when he's high ranked. And he's poison immune. He's got attack synergy, crit synergies. So, he got a little use. By no means average, but he's not terrible.
All right. So far, we got 16 votes. We got 5 1s, 6 2s, 2 3s, 1 4, and then we got a couple trollers. We got 1 8 and a 1 10. That's all good. Slycem, you're up, man.
Okay, so here's what I mean. I'm going to give him a 2. And here's why. There are champions that are worse. And what I mean by that is there are champions you can literally fight and guarantee you're going to take no damage. No block damage, no nothing. At least with Joe Fixit. If you had to play with Joe Fixit, you know that you can at least do something with that L1. You're going to force them, minus fighting OG Daredevil, you know you're going to at least force them to block. You're going to force them to take at least some sort of chip damage. You know, there are some synergies, there's some other things there, but for me, there's at least some sort of guaranteed something out of him compared to the absolute nothingness that you get out of some other champions. And for that reason, I'll give him a 2.
All right. Chip?
Well, I have nothing to say about Fix It.
So, a 1. All right.
Yep, 1.
Let's see. Jacob, Luke Cage is next, and you are up first,
God.
buddy. Your buddy.
2.
Boy. 2.
He's not the worst champ in the game, but he's still not good. He only has bleed immune going for him. His signature ability really can, I guess it can save you if you don't get hit at all during fighting and one screw up throughout the whole fight. I guess it can save you there, but it's still utterly useless. So he's only a 2 because he's not the worst.
Mike Gaming says, "Hey, wait. What about his new buff? Are you taking that into account? We've yet to hear any official."
We are not taking the new buff rumors into effect until they're legit. Right now, it might be 6 months before we actually get them in the game, like the buffs that are possibly coming into the game. So,
if we even get it.
So, yeah, if we even get them, they might decide, no, this isn't working out. We're not doing it. So, the buffs for Red Hulk and Luke Cage are not being considered for this. This is right now in the game. What can the champion do right now? Not 2 weeks from now. Right now. Slycem, you're up.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna run right here with Jacob on this one as well. It's a 2. This is another one where situations he is useful. You know, not that you're gonna use him very often, but situationally you can put Luke Cage to use, and the signature ability does give you that one oopsies. Outside of that, though, man, it's a brutal look for him. So we'll give him a 2.
All right, so Slycem's giving him a 2. And the poll results are you guys see, boy. The link is right there in the chat. Ryan is helping us keep the link in the chat. Thank you so much, Ryan. You're helping us out a lot. And so far, real quick, since we already got Jacob and Slycem in, I'll give the poll results. So we have currently active for Luke Cage. We have 3 1s, 4 another 1 just came in. 4 1s, 6 2s, 1 3, 1 4. And 4 10s, I don't know if it's trolling or if people voted early because of the rumored leaks for Luke Cage. Now, some of them rumored leaks for Luke Cage are looking tasty, but I think it's fake. So I don't even think.
I confirmed it.
Yeah.
It's fake.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mr. Chip.
Well, because I've seen people actually take down Magic with him as a rank 5, not anything lower, he earned a solid 2.
Solid 2.
Yeah,
And
solid.
I'm coming in one under y'all. Just give him a 1. He's horrible. He's not the character that he's supposed to be from the comics. He's not even the character he is from Netflix. So, I mean, I can't do it. I can't give him any higher than a 1. He's that bad, and the trollers are winning the poll at this point. But we're gonna move on to my main man, MODOK. And it's Slycem's turn? Or mine? Or Chit's? I can't remember.
I'll go. It's all right.
It's
Alright.
Jacob. It's Jacob.
But actually, you know what?
No, Jacob. It is Slycem. It is Slycem
Yeah.
because Jacob went on Luke Cage.
But you know what? I'm gonna take my turn here, and I'm gonna pass it to you, FroJo, because you've got the man, the myth, the legend, the big head, MODOK. I mean, your nickname is now FroDoc. I feel you should take the lead on this one.
All right. I'll go first. I'm giving him an 8. He's got really good prestige. He's number 6 as a 5-star at rank 5. He's really good in certain situations. He's not great for every single thing you do in the game. His damage can be pretty good if you got the Ultron synergy and the Doc Ock synergy. He can do a lot of damage on that way. With if you're doing the crits on the 5 or 7 hits, and you do a heavy attack or you do a special 2 or special 1, on that it count every single hit of that combo of that heavy attack that is chain part of that. So if the heavy does 4 hits, every single hit will be a crit. If you know what I'm saying. So yeah, he can do some damage a lot like that. So yeah, I'm definitely giving him an 8. And go ahead, Jacob.
I give him a 7. Just because I feel he lacks offensively compared to Cap and Hawk and etc. He's just I feel he's good damage against regeners, and he's good against power gain, so that's why he's a 7. I don't know. Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Slycem.
See, I'm going to have to go with a 7 as well here. It's hard for me to put MODOK ahead of Hulk. He beats Hulk in prestige, but he's not near the damage champ. Right now he's good on defense, but I'm afraid that's going to change as Kabam looks at fixing his auto block. And more importantly, we're starting to see more and more people get used to him and slowly overtake the overtake how we're handling him. So I got a feeling his defensive value is going to go down a little bit. And again, damage is not high, but it's situationally he's very, very good. And for that, I'm going to give him a 7 because when he's in the right situation, he's a great champ. Great prestige, but he has to be in the right situation.
All right, Chid.
As much as I want to give him a 9, I want to wait and see how Kabam, quote unquote, fixes him, so he gets an 8. Because as situational as it is, when it comes to that situation, he's absolutely amazing for it.
All right,
8.
and real quick on the polls, we got 6 7s, 5 8s, 1 9, and 1 10, and we'll move on to the Queen of Science, Quake here, and Chid, you're up first.
8. Because she can't really help on the last war bosses, and I mean, if that True Strike wasn't there, she'd probably go higher. But yeah, 8.
All right, I'm giving her an 8 too. She's got, I don't know what her prestige is as a 5-star. Is it?
It's very high.
It's very high.
I think
Okay.
yeah.
he's under MODOK now, but
she's
in
the
Sentry.
only champion in the game that can kill someone without getting touched or touching them. So that if you're very skilled and you can play the evasion game, you can play very well. I call her the no-hitter champion, and that's it right there. I mean, somebody that can do that. There you go, 8.
She gets 10 from me.
Woo! The first 10 of the night.
She is God tier in my opinion now after her update, which God knows how Kabam went unnoticed for a year, but
whole year.
That's besides the point.
Brutal.
That aftershock does great damage. She has good prestige. She doesn't hit soft either. She has 100% ability reduction when she gets concussion. And I don't know what else you could ask for.
That has attack in science category.
And rough, like she's got high attack based on other classes too.
I think she's second in the game.
All right. Yeah, Adam Margot says technically magic can kill someone without touching them using limbo.
You had to hit them to get power.
Yeah.
Or
and to cause buffs.
Yep. Or just get hit a bunch. But either way. All right. Quake. I can't give her a 10.
Yeah, maybe 2. Maybe she can kill 2 stars without getting to. All right.
I can't give her a 10, though she is definitely up there. I think I have to give her a 9, and here's why. As Jacob said, there's a ton of things about Quake that is just amazing. She's God tier in a lot of ways, quote unquote God tier, Omega tier, Omni tier, whatever the hell you want to call these tiers nowadays. She is definitely up there. But it's the ease of use. If you are not skilled with Quake, if you are not a skilled player with Quake, all these amazing uses and all these amazing abilities completely go to waste, and she's nothing more than a prestige champ. And because of that, it keeps her from getting a 10. I'm going to put her down at a 9 because you have to play Quake. You have to practice with her. You have to play with her. And if you don't, she's just average. So if you know how to play her, she's great. If not, she's not that good. But as a bundle, I'm gonna give her a 9.
Real quick, Brian. Yes, she's worth a gem. Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, she's worth a gem.
She's definitely.
And we got 2 5s, 3 7s, 3 8s, 6 9s, and 6 10s. And I mean, Quake is arguably, one of the best in the science class. Me personally, I don't think she's the best in the science class. I have a different order, but that's why we're doing this is to figure out what everyone thinks, not just one person. And I think this is a great way to do it. Involve the community. And, have some different minds put it all together. All right, so...
Hold on, I'm going to comment on C-Boy. He's saying, how can you say God tier, nothing compared to AA, Archangel, etc.? He can go on. Actually, she is comparable to Archangel. She can do 100% ability reduction, and she can do it against any champ, unlike Archangel. So, yeah.
Even that, it's 100 right off the bat. Not stacking.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right. Next up is Red Hulk.
Did you just say Red Hulk?
Red Hulk.
I was about to say.
Who?
Red Hulk.
All right. And I'm up first, aren't I? Think so.
Yep.
I'm going to give him a 1 also. He just doesn't have anything going for him. I don't like him at all. At all. I don't even know what to say about him. He's just bad to me. So bad. So I'm gonna let Jacob take over.
Red Hawk. He gets a 3.
3.
He is poison immune. When you get those, what do they call it?
Sort
what
of
is
poison
charges?
immune.
Yeah, sort of. what's his charger thing called?
Overheat?
Charges. Yeah, when he gets a good stack of those, he does a decent little bit of extra damage on hits. His incinerate isn't too bad. It's not that high, but it'll at least take away some health. So he's got a little bit going for him.
They're in the chat asking what does his ability even do. It says General Raw starts the fight ready to go, gaining extra heat charges and strengthening his resistance as he builds up heat.
Here, I've got him awakened. Cross the line, saying fighting with 1 heat charge ready. Additionally, for every heat charge he has, he gains an additional X amount of physical resistance. And that raises the percent, or your physical resistance raises with each signature level. So a little bit of a resistance there for having the heat charges is what you're looking at. I've had Red Hulk, had him for a long time, and he is just sitting there marinating on my roster, praying that this buff goes well for him, because other than that, I'm kind of out on him. I'm going to give him a 2, because again, he's got some incinerate damage. He does hit solid. You can still put him to use. He's not a horrible champ. There's some decent synergies there, but outside of that, we're praying for a big buff.
Purple Cow says if you want to see a rank 4 5-star Rolk, search Clobberin' Time. And on the poll, real quick, we got 1-1, 2-2s, 4-4s, and 4-5s. And Chid, you're up last here.
2.
2.
2.
All right, we'll move on to the Rhino, and you are up, Mr. Schaefer.
For who? Rhino?
Rhino.
He gets a 5. He's an average champ. He's an average defender, maybe a little below average defender. He's not a bad attacker. He could be solid for a possible legend run, since he can get those unblockable dash-ins to give you a guaranteed hits right off the start, possibly. When you get him backed in a corner, he does some pretty good damage with his Fury. Yeah, he's an average champ.
Nice. All right, next up we got Slycem.
I'm gonna go with I'll go with a 5 as well. This is another champ that, like Schaefer said, he's just an average champ. I want to go somewhere different one, but the problem is he's a 4 or a 5, however you want to look at it. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt. He's got the unblockable charge. He can still hit hard. He's got decent armor, health pool. He can still give problems on defense because he is unblockable with that charge. So not horrible, not good, middle of the road. Let's give him a 5.
All right. Real quick, you got 1-1 in the poll, 3 3s, 2 4s, 5 5s, and 1 8. All right, Chid, you're up.
I want to give him a 4. Yeah, 4.
All right. Well, I'm going one the opposite way. I'm giving him a 6. I like Rhino. I think he's fun to play with. You can just straight smash people with Rhino. You just destroy people. It's hilarious. And the best thing about him is those annoying champions that are really small. He does it even more against them.
Yes.
So I'm giving him a 6. Because somebody a second ago was saying he's intercept immune. That's not 100% true. Not always, but the smaller the opponent, the more likely he is to be intercept immune. But he's still not. It still happens.
Oh yeah, you can still.
All right, so next up is someone that I don't have on my game. So it's the Sentry here, and we're gonna let we're gonna let I'm gonna keep reloading the game until he pops up on the menu here. So go ahead.
Go ahead,
Chid.
Chid.
It's just you, man. This is all you, Chid. This is your guy. You loved him.
Look good talking, he must her up.
Yeah.
What? Okay,
Tell us about him.
Well, he has long golden hair. He has an S on his belt. He has golden eyes. I think they can shine well. Look. His animations are flashy as hell, honestly. Like the best in the game, in my opinion. His sig ability is very useful, but you can't deny his RNG is very, very stupid. For Black Widow to proc anything more than anyone is just outright dumb. I also give him a 6 because when he procs his states, though the damage is still not great, as Kabam has emphasized, it still hits hard whenever it decides to crit.
All right, so you gave him a what?
6.
All right.
They're saying the poll doesn't match currently.
Yeah, because Chid doesn't know his alphabet.
No.
I'm giving him a 4. I don't like him. The only thing good about him really is his prestige. I'm giving him a 5. I'm not talking about it. He comes around average. His power is horrible. I watched Chid freaking fight opponent on video and chat, and I was just like, is this gonna go on for 2 days or what? It was bad, and I thought I had a rogue was just didn't hit hard. Nope, Sentry is wow. I was really shocked. Go ahead, Jacob.
He gets a 2. He offers nothing. I would rather take Red Hawk over him. That is why he's rated.
Wow.
He is rated lower than Red Hawk because I would rather take Red Hawk over him. He has crap chance to enter a state. You have to pay so much attention as to where you keep your combo when going into states. His regen, meh. His fury, meh. His armor break, meh. He's meh. Nothing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meh.
Hey guys, yes, we're aware there is a little hiccup here with the poll.
Yeah,
we'll get
it doesn't
fixed.
let me. It doesn't. I can't go backwards and forwards. I don't know where he put Sentry in the poll. So, if I go forward, I can't ever go back.
Yeah, so we're just gonna leave it up on She-Hulk and
Sentry
we'll
is
fix it.
right.
Yeah, we're almost done with Sentry. So,
Yeah.
y'all just vote Sentry whenever you forget the Sentry.
Wait, if I change it from here, will it change on the thing?
Don't mess with it.
I have no idea.
All right, Sentry. Wow. Look, everybody's on the boards crying, complaining. There's been tears. I think I've gotten the river to go up here at the house just because of all the tears from all around the world. I mean, the water count's up. This guy's horrible. A 3? I mean, he's weak. No, everybody. People are demanding refunds on their money. I haven't even looked at him because I have no desire for him. I'm gonna be nice and give him a 3. So yeah. Prestige.
On the boards.
Prestige is the only thing he has going for him that I've seen so far.
Yeah, that's it. Man, I want to change my number, man. I'm not liking that 5. I think I want to go back to my original 4. Isn't that what I originally said?
I don't know what you said, but I think
I think I said 4. I'm going back to 4.
you're off by about 4 ranks. I'm just being sweet to him, so.
All right, so we're gonna move on to She-Hulk, which is the right poll now. And I'm first. I have a glorious rank 3 She-Hulk, guys. Let's take a quick look at her. This happened one fateful night when I was trying to spin for Blade, and I got this She-Hulk, and then I ranked her up to rank 2, and I had Spider-Gwen and She-Hulk at rank 2, and I was like, guys, you tell me in the chat who do y'all want me to rank up. Well, Spider-Gwen won in the chat, and for whatever reason, I still had She-Hulk up on the screen or something like that, and I hit rank up, and I was like, wait, I was supposed to do Spider-Gwen, so that's how she got to rank 3, if anybody's wondering. But yeah, I'm giving her 2. She's not great. Her prestige is bad. She doesn't do much. I can't. I mean, she's so bad. I haven't even paid attention to like what she can do. She is poison immune. She can stun. That's the best thing about her is her stuns. From when using her and all that stuff. So Jacob, you can take over.
She's a 2. Nothing needs to be said about her.
All right, Slycem. Slice.
I want to say 1 so badly. There's not much here.
Do it, man. You can do it. You're allowed.
I know, but the problem is there is some viability. I've known people to actually use her and put her to use. The stun heavy is a viable method. It just sucks everywhere that is important. She is poison immune. 2.
2. Okay. Real quick before Chid goes, we got 2 1s, 1 2, 6 3s, 2 4s, and 1 5. All right, go ahead, Chid.
I was gonna say she's a certified 3 because she is thicker than a Snicker, and she took it off, and she can break people out of the stuns at the same time doing an increased damage or something like that. Whenever they're stunned, she can just do a heavy and do more damage that way.
So what are you giving her?
3.
A 3.
Chid needs a Snickers bar.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Yeah, you guys are rushing me, so I couldn't really like go back to look where Central was supposed to be. Only reason.
Oh,
Sure.
I bet he's next.
Probably so.
He's like
Nope,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Gwen's next on your thing. And that is who is next. So
Yay.
we're up to
Yeah,
Spider-Gwen.
That's the
And
thing.
it's Schaefer's turn.
My girl.
Oh, boy.
Even though she's my girl, I still give her a 6.
Can't not
6.
be a woman.
Ooh.
She has some pretty good damage and some very, very fluid movements.
Very.
And yeah,
Personal knowledge there?
of course.
Of
Oh,
course.
oh, okay.
Comic-Con, huh?
Well, then. Well, wow. Wow.
All right. Go ahead, Slycem.
I'm going to give her a 5. She's smooth, great animation. She hits hard. I say that. She's got the ability to hit hard. I like her L2. Everybody really rags on her because of the L1. How many champions do we really use the L1? I've had this argument 100 times over. So for me, she's a 5. She's a very average champion. I think if they reworked her just a little bit and gave her a little bit more damage, she could really be useful. I like Spider-Gwen, but I'm going to go with a 5.
All right. Go ahead, Chid.
What was I about to say? She's I was gonna give her a 7, but that change from the heavy to the special one really pissed me off. So she gets a 6 for me.
Okay. I'm giving her a 5 as well, like Slycem said. The special one, it bugs me. But I do like her special one because, you can stack up those evades if you wanted to.
Yep.
And she's actually one of the few champions that can special one back and not get affected by caltrops and stuff like that. If you actually wanted to do that. But, she's, unique in that way. And on the poll, we got 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 6 5s, and 3 6s. And next up is Spider-Man.
Classic.
Yeah, Spider-Man Classic.
I just want to point this
Well,
out.
I don't know. Let's check the poll.
I just want to point this out. Mike Gaming's got a good point. Slycem gave Spider-Gwen higher than Sentry. Spider-Gwen overall ranked higher than Sentry. Yeah.
Yep. Just saying, because I followed the wiki, how they laid it out. They didn't have Sentry. That's why Sentry is after Miles
he
Morales.
uses the wrong wiki, guys. He uses the bootleg. The wiki that I looked at had Sentry.
All right.
So first up is Slycem.
And we're at OG
Spider-Man Classic.
Yeah,
the OG.
You know, this is gonna sound really weird, but I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him a 3. No, you know what? I'm gonna give him 4. I take the. Yeah, I'll go 4 here. And here's why. I've got a defender that is a good defender still. You know, he gets nullified a little bit here by Nightcrawler now, but he's still usable. We see him on maps all the time. So you know he's a viable champion. He's somebody you're looking for your defending team. His L2, if you're using him offensively, can still hit like a truck. He's got some armor break, which is solid. But outside of that, I hate the evade. I hate the auto evade. Drives me absolutely crazy. And because of that, I never use him on offense. So even though he's got this really solid L2, the heck with it. I don't want to use it because I hate playing with him because of the auto evade. He's a defender champion for me, and that's really about it. But he could be used as an offensive champ for somebody new in the game because he does have that hard-hitting L2. He does have the armor breaks. He still hits fairly decent. So I'll give him a little above that 3 and give him a 4.
All right. Hey, Willow says, I'm back. Has Shid stuffed up yet? A couple times,
Oh, yeah.
but we'll give him a break.
It was one time.
No, there's twice.
That was one.
And Willow, it's...
Sentry.
I think it's because we weren't talking Bushman.
And there was another one. There's another one. Yeah, Captain America Captain America. He's not even in here on the poll.
Yeah.
He is added him after.
Oh, you added him now? Yeah, that doesn't matter. We did him already. Go ahead, Chid. Spider-Man Classic.
I'll give him a 7 because I don't know why, but he has this magical armor that is just so deceiving. He can have like 1 health, and when you punch him, it'll take like 10 hits to kill him for some reason. And he is still
he evades those 10 hits.
No, not even hitting him feels
he
like
evades them.
those take so much. Honestly, unless I'm using Archangel, I feel like I'm doing no damage. I can honestly tell that.
I've given him a 7 too. He's one of the better defenders in the game still. He gets a lot of kills. His special one unblockable. For a while, it seemed like it was easier to evade, and it seems like it's hard to evade again. So
you give this guy a 7 over being a defender.
Giving him a 7. A defender. He's annoying to fight in every freaking quest. Anytime I see him, I dread facing him. Unless I have somebody that can just evade him. But if I don't, or if I don't have Iceman, like you have to. If you see Spider-Man, you have to plan for him. If you don't have those champions, he's a problem for you.
Sure. It's one aspect of the
you
game.
can't say that. You can't. There's only so many champions in the game. You can say like, oh, I got Spider-Man in my path. I got a plan for that. I got a Mephisto on my path. I got a plan for that. You don't say that about over half of the champions in the game.
Sure.
He's a 7. And he hits pretty
hard.
hard.
Hit hard. I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah.
He's just annoying to play with.
And just so you know, the 9 7s on the poll. So the highest poll number agrees with me and Chid so far. Go ahead, Jacob.
6.
6. Coming in 1 under.
Yeah.
From down under. You got any? Because Slycem's over here questioning me about 7. So.
He's a decent defender, and he's a decent attacker when unduped. Still, even duped, you can put up with him, and he's still a decent attacker. So, he's a little above average.
There you go. All right, so next up is the Symbiote Spider-Man.
What?
Yeah, the black suit Spider-Man.
He's cosmic.
Oh, why did they put him on here?
Chid.
Shit.
What?
No. He was on the wiki though. Oh wait.
Oh, I was about to say because I put
That's on me. So
I was about to say.
we'll skip on to Miles Morales because I'm looking through here like I don't see him in my profile. What the heck?
I was about to say. I never said that.
All right, let's go to the next
That's kinda
on the
funny.
poll, and I'll find. Go ahead, someone take over.
Here, we'll run an ad in between while FroJo finds the right champ. Uh-oh.
No, y'all go ahead and start talking.
Oh, who's up? Miles?
Chid, I think.
Miles Morales.
All right, Miles Morales. Here, I'll go. Miles Morales. Man, I really don't like Miles Morales. 3. I mean, he's very dodgeable. He's not a great defender. He's just kind of blah. Damage output is blah. His L1 is evadable. His L2 is evadable. Once he burns through his magic evades, after that, he is just a punching bag. 3.
3. All right, Chid.
2, because I have him. Still not gonna rank him. And that Venom Blast is just like, why is this here? It's haven't working over half the time. And it's one of those class-specific things, but I don't know if they tell you or not, because I never bothered to read these abilities.
Yeah, they tell you, I think.
Yeah, they do.
Maybe.
They do.
I'm still not taking them.
I'm giving him a 3, like Slycem as well. I have him as 550, but I just didn't have any other sciences, and I had all these cats expiring, and I was like, even because I had Spider-Man in a couple other ones, but they weren't duped, and I was just like, I freaking got this Miles Morales, and I just took him up instead, and I still don't have Spider-Man duped. Go ahead, Jacob.
Get the 6.
Ooh.
He is slightly. Not slightly. He is a little bit better of an attacker than OG Spidey, and he's just under, maybe quite a bit under as a defender, but mine's Sig 99, and he procs his Venom Blast quite a bit, and when he has the stun, it's very good to get that. His fatigue, would that fatigue from his against Mystic champs and stuff stop Mordo's evade? Do we know this?
I don't know.
I mean, it's now.
I mean, yeah. If fatigue does that now, then it should. Yeah. I haven't tried it.
Yeah. I'm a little bit on board with him as an attacker. He's not terrible.
Come on, we're putting a 6. What did Hulk go for on average?
I don't know. I had him as an 8.
Let me scroll back. Hulk went 8.5, 8.8.
And I don't know, man. That's dangerous territory to me. I mean, I'm like, man, that's what I look at in relative terms. Miles hits nowhere near as good. He's not close to Quake. This guy is he's just there. He's a body. He's got some upside to him, but all in all, let's be honest, nobody's really using
when
him.
you're in a high combo, though, he will proc his Venom Blast almost every ending of his 5-hit combo.
Sure, when he's in a high hit combo, but how many fights?
It doesn't even have to be that high. So if you use him in like 5-3 and all that stuff, you have a high chance of proccing your Venom Blast, which, it's good. I mean, he gets stun against Science Cosmic and Power Drain against Tech and Skill. And then if you're up against a Mordo, he can get a Fatigue, and you don't have to worry about Astral Evade.
Sure.
So.
That's where you're coming. It's just, man.
You can pair him up with Electro, who is also a decent attacker, and get more crit.
I'll total them up here in a second, Slycem, and we can view who's the highest that we've done.
We've got time coming anyway, so.
Yeah. We got Yellow Jacket up next. Slycem, why don't you go ahead and start while I pull him up?
I hate Yellow Jacket. Man, I hate facing Yellow Jacket. Well, he's a good defender. He's an annoying defender. Put him on the right couple nodes. He's super annoying. This isn't fair for me to vote against Yellow Jacket because if you watch him fight me, he's a 10. He's not a 10, but if you watch him fight, if I play against him, he's a 10 every time. Look, he's not a bad champion. He's got decent damage. He's got some nice specials. The L2 is very dodgeable, but the L1 can be a pain. I feel like I'm always getting my toad clipped off by him. He's got good synergies. I'm going to give this guy a 6.
All right, Chid.
Give him a 5. Actually, no, 6. Yeah, 6. Because he was a very nice option against Juggernaut, the ones people feared, for 3-3.
Yeah.
And he has a very nice crit chance.
I'm giving him a 7. He's underrated to me. He's one of the most powerful science champions for me. Other than the other ones that people always remember, Quake and Hulk.
Yep.
And now we have you have Yellow Jacket, who just completely gets forgotten about all the time. He's someone that helped me get through Road to the Labyrinth. His power sting is incredible. It straight up kills people all on its own. Yep. Go ahead, Jacob.
He's a 7 for me too. No, he's a good option to take to R4. His awaken ability helps him a lot. Those power stings are very good. Yeah, he has a lot going for him.
All right, guys. Well, that ends our ranking. This is it. That was the last one. We're gonna leave it open though, and we're gonna revisit it here in a couple of days, and we're gonna go back and fill in the popular vote when the time comes. I'm gonna sort real quick, and I will tell you guys who's winning what. The total of highest science champion real quick. Come on.
The highest is going to be Quake.
Largest.
Since you're doing that, should I quickly move Sentry up to where on the poll?
What?
Okay.
We'll discuss
number. You can move him. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Right now, we got Quake. Quake's number 1. She's at 35. That's the number 1 science champ on SlycemGaming. That's what we have ranked her up. That's a 35. And then next up we got Modak at 30. And yeah, there's Modak right there. We got him a 7, 8, 8, 7. And then after that is World War II Captain America and Hulk. They're tied, actually, because of Chid. I think if it wouldn't have been for Chid, Hulk would be ahead of Captain World War II because it was 8, 5, 8, 8 on Hulk. Let's look at Hulk here. They have the same total, but
that Chid.
Yeah, Chid killed us on that. So 29-29 there. And let's go. Next up is, surprisingly, who I was just saying, who's very underrated as a science champion, Yellow Jacket. Snuck in just over Captain America. 1 point above Captain America. And then right underneath that, Spider-Man at 24. And then once we figure in you guys' votes from the poll, it might shake things up just a little bit. Of course, I'm gonna ignore the
any obvious trolling.
The obvious trolling. We're going with the popular vote on all this stuff. So, you know, all the ones and the tens that are dumb, you know, they're just going to get straight ignored. So, yeah, it's whatever. It's unfortunate, you know, that people can't take this serious. We're trying to be, you know, do something for the community, help people out, and include the community. And the community, or at least one person, wants to ruin it. But, you know, thank you, whoever you are. If I knew who you are, I'd ban you from the channel. Just because it's, you know, it's something stupid. We're trying to do something to involve the community and help everybody out. So if you're somebody that's always here, you can leave. I don't care. You can unsubscribe and go away.
Yep.
And anything else you would say, Slice?
No, I you know, it's good to get back to what we enjoy doing, which is taking a look at champions, reviewing them, figuring out why, you know, taking a look at some of their abilities. And guys, this is just, you know, getting us back into what we used to do consistently. We've got some more stuff coming down the pipeline, but this is a good way for us to just get back to it and take a look at some of these champs, and then we'll dive deeper into them. You know, earlier, who was it? Purple Cal, I think, said, hey, man, when will you guys discuss the Cosmics, Slycem? Or have you already done it? I'd love to hear more opinions about Phoenix. So we're going to be going over more classes later on, and hopefully everybody can come in and help out. And again, guys, you know, we don't have to put up an open poll or anything like that. You know, we could just sit here and tell you what we think. The idea is that everybody gets to voice their opinion about the abilities of a champion and help the community and give us an honest spreadsheet type deal. So either way, it is what it is. You know, you guys want to take control, it's not a problem. Look, we can just easily look at it and maneuver around it. It's not that big of a deal. You're wasting your ability to take and talk about champs in a way that hopefully is a way to build and grow. So either way, it doesn't make a difference to us. We appreciate you guys being here. You know, we're going to be back at it. Hopefully we're going to have some more fun again in the future. We got so the poll will stay open. Everybody pass it around, let people go in and vote. You know, tell them, hey, here's what we're looking to do. We can compile a big deal, and from there we can see what people think about different champs. You know, it'll be interesting to see what people have to say, and we're going to have some guest voters later on as well. So again, thank you guys for your time. It was great to get back to doing what we've always done before. So Schaefer, anything you or Chid got?
I got nothing.
Chid?
That's it, actually. Oh wait, the next poll will actually follow the correct wiki that FroJo will actually provide this time.
Good deal. Good. Well, all right, guys. Well, listen, thanks everybody for coming out and watching. Keith Wilson says, thanks, my brothers. Hey, you're welcome, man. And anybody new watching, feel free to hit that sub button. Tell everybody about the channel. And don't forget, we're also up on Twitch now. So if you're a guy that enjoys Twitch, go ahead, go check us out over on Twitch. Matter of fact, if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get to be a subscriber for free over there if you like the content enough. Outside of that, guys, I think we're good to go. Anything from you guys before we head out?
I'm good.
All right.
Have faith in Sentry.
Yeah.
What?
There's no faith left in Sentry, Chid. There's none, my friend. All right, guys.
Oh, just real quick, I didn't list the bottom few. Luke Cage and Joe Fixit tied as last in science at 7 points. And Red Hulk came just above it at 8. And She-Hulk came in at 9.
Ugh.
And then it jumps up a little bit. Spider-Man Miles Morales at 14. And then Abomination's tied at 14. Sentry's at 15. Ant-Man is above Sentry. Electro's above Sentry. Rhino's above Sentry. Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man, and so forth.
Oh, yeah. Tons of good ones above Sentry, believe me. So.
I mean, Electro's actually good, though.
Correct. Sentry is not. All right, guys. Well, listen, everybody else, have a good one. And, again, we'll be seeing you guys tomorrow night. I'll be back up live and running again. We're going to run one last ad, and I appreciate everybody's help. Again, don't forget, you've got Twitch. You've also got us here. And What else am I forgetting? Oh, follow us on Twitter. Slycem is my personal one. More importantly, the whole crew is over on SlycemGaming. So at SlycemGaming on Twitter, Slycem as well. And then on that coin, also check out our website, SlycemGaming.com. I think that's everything. FroJo, any last thing before we head out?
Nothing. If people are wondering if I'm streaming tonight, I'm not. I got to take Caden to school in the morning, so I'm going to sleep.
All right.
I'll be on in the morning, the afternoon, and night tomorrow, though. So,
all right, guys.
I'll be on a lot tomorrow.
Well, let's get ready and let's head out. Guys, thanks again for your time. Thanks for helping me rank these champions. FroJo, thanks for the graphics and all the work that you did tonight. Chid, thanks for the survey, I think. Yeah. Outside of that,
thanks for not doing anything, Slice.
Hey, I'm just the host. So, all right, guys,
Sure.
I'm out of here. You all take care. Take it easy, and remember, keep on gaming. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Peace.
Peace.
Have a good night.